it's day 2 of Vlogmas. Now, I'd just like to say, in case you're like, oh, why are they up so early in the morning? Because I am filming a day ahead for my own sanity. This is how it will work best for me. Like I'm on the wonk today. And so, yeah, when you're like in the morning going, but her day hasn't finished, because for me, it's easier to edit, upload, and know that it's there for you. So because when I work full time, so that's the way it is. So thank you so much for everybody's interaction on day 1, and here I am back for day 2. Today is an Advent Swapmas day. Still got Becky's sewing studio to open, but it isn't a reverse Advent kindness day. That doesn't mean you can't be kind. It's just I'm not offering a suggestion today. However, this book has something for every day. So we will just take a moment if you haven't seen it. It's called Let It Slow. So the thing in here today is 23 shopping days to go and all the family coming to stay and all expecting a present. Where am I going to find the time, let alone the money? It's been said that Christmas begins sometime around the 1st of December with an office party and ends when you realise what you've spent on the 5th of April. That is my plea to you all, is if you feel the pressure from what we see to spend, is actually, when I think back on my Christmases as a child and actually as an adult, it wasn't remembering who spent what, it was the moments, the time together, and actually the time I took on for myself as well. And not everybody celebrates Christmas, so this time of year might just be a time of just trying to enjoy whatever weather, wherever we are in the world, that we have, because sometimes we always want to race to the next thing. And I would say in life, if you haven't seen, there's something called glimmers, where we look out for those joyful little moments. And I've been reading a book where it says try and turn those glimmers into full moments. So for example, right now I'm looking at a sky with the sun that is beginning to set, and I could just pause for a moment and really just take it in for a bit and just sort of savour that moment of just enjoying the world around me for a second. It can feel really hard. There are times when life can feel really overwhelming, and actually constantly looking for the tiny glimmers that just bring you that little moment of joyfulness, I find it can help. And I know there are really tough times where it can be hard. So on from the deep and meaningful. Today I'm going to show you what we've been up to, and we have a family tradition of creating a Christmas card each year. I know I spoke about Christmas cards yesterday, I did say I'd mention it a bit more. So we don't make a lot, but we do enough just to give to close family and friends. Some years we take a silly photo and get that printed. They're silly photos, let's be clear, none of these sort of very well posed photos. Other years we make cards. This year we've made cards, so I'm going to show those to you and share some ideas, and then I'll open my Advent gifts in a minute. So let's start with this year's cards. So the teenager in my life had done some tie-dyeing and had these lovely pieces of fabric, so we thought we would turn them into cards. So I decided to make it as low stress and as enjoyable for everybody, because sometimes it's just the two of us, sometimes my partner gets involved as well, and I would say I'm the creative one. That's how they see me in the family. So when I'm making an activity for all of us, I try and make it as sort of so that everybody feels they can contribute well. That's really important, and also it goes at a good pace so it doesn't feel too painful, because it's meant to be a fun tradition. So we'll either stick on like a movie, or this year we just went on YouTube and stuck on like some of the carols, which has got like a nice crackling fire with it. And so we got out the cookie cutters. So I, over the years, have collected all kinds of different biscuit / cookie cutters. We found the Christmas ones. We found the ones that would look good sort of drawn around on fabric. It meant that anyone in the family could do that. Didn't need drawing skills. we turned out, I have a box where I keep all my card making things. I keep it in one box. We found the Christmas messages we'd got. I'd bought brown craft cards this year because I'd actually run out of card blanks. Usually I have spare, but I hadn't. And we set to cutting them out and then working out what to do. So for example, gingerbread person, we decided to put on sequin buttons but not eyes. There was a lot of laughing about me wanting to put googly eyes on, and these we use foam stickers just to raise them up, and that's just double-sided sticky tape. We had an angel one, and again we just put a smattering of glitter on. There was a star, so you can see each is different because of the tie-dye fabric. There was a stocking, so we actually did glitter for the top of the stocking. I did hoover up after the glitter. Let me see. And then we had a candy cane one, and it didn't look right, so I ended up getting the washi tape out and doing that. And there was a reindeer, but I can't see him right now. Christmas tree, just a sequin on the top. Now, I didn't buy sequins. Nowadays, I wouldn't necessarily buy these kind, but I have all of these crafty bits, so we just turned things out. That angel, oh, hang on, reindeer stuck there. I don't know why he's stuck. Here he is. Here's the reindeer. There he is. He's looking very cute. Looks almost like Northern Lights, doesn't it? Why that reindeer's like that, I don't know. There you go, another angel. So they all are different. Here we go. Here's another reindeer like that. So if anything's flopping about, we only just finished them today. So that's this year's, and I really like the simplicity of just the lovely tie-dye fabric with the sign on. As I say, that's raised up, and then we'll just write inside them. One year we used buttons as baubles and drew lines down so they were all at different heights. Can't find a picture of that, unfortunately. Last year I made recycled fabric ones, so there's pictures on here of my scraps where I just stitched bits together. One year we did like a nice sort of little wooden tree in the middle with a little bit of fabric behind to give it a background. There was definitely a year where we did fingerprints and turn them into reindeers, I think. We've always come up with something slightly different, and we always have like an afternoon where we make them. I wish I could find you pictures, but I can't. But it's a little tradition that we have as a family to make them. Sometimes we make them as early as beginning of November. It just depends on what's happening to when we make them. And then, as I mentioned yesterday, I make an e-card which I send to other people. These will only go to, as I say, close family and friends. And yeah, I keep everything for now for next year. Any leftovers, any black card blanks, anything in a box, and then I can just get it out again. Bit of double-sided sticky tape, and we create like a production line. So one person was drawing them, I was cutting them out, someone else was double-sided sticky taping them on, and so on. So let's do Advent. Let's start with Becky's sewing studio in the lovely box. So it's day 2. So let's see what we've got. Here it is. I'm finding it when I've got time before, so I'm not having to shuffle around. That's got a tin kind of sound, like a, I'm not going to say what I think, but I love a little guess. Are you a guesser? That's a nice tin. Look at it. That's nice. I feel like there might be pins in here. Oh, they're the lovely long ones. Look at that. I actually haven't got any of these like these. I've often given wheels of these, etc., as gifts. I've never had some of my own. So that's great. So that's nice. A little tin. Perfect for my social, to put them in there, because I can keep that in my sewing machine bag and then I can find those easily. So that's a great one. Now let's get on to this one here. Remember, this is from Teresa. I've lost my thread, and I'm looking. I did have a little turnout, put it near the top. Here it is. Oh no, so it'll be number 1, won't it? I nearly got number 2 out, but it won't be number 2. It'll be number 1 because this is a 12-day one. So got to research. So that was there it is. Something smells amazing in this bag. I need to keep saying. Oh, Right, number 1, have a look. What do we think? Okay, let's just pack these guys back in. So inside it says, day 1, going in strong with a homemade sweet treat for the woman who will definitely appreciate it. I couldn't resist. Happy first day of Advent Swapmas. Look at that. So that's a little message inside. That's so thoughtful to write a message. I've had a lovely message from the person who's opened my day 1 as well. Are you a ripper or a careful unpicker? I'm a ripper. I'm going to be peeling these off and saving these though. Look at the tin! How gorgeous is that tin? Oh my goodness, these must be homemade. Wow, so these look like, I don't know, I can see pistachios and dried fruit. I'm going to have to message her about that. Wow, is all I can say. Look at that. I think they're homemade because just not because of the way they look, but because of like the nice bit of baking greaseproof on top. Shops do things that are like plastic and horrible, don't they? And plastic wrap things. Wow, okay, what a lovely first day treat. I will be heading off for a warm drink after this and having one of these. I will report back tomorrow on how they are. I'm sure they're going to be delicious. I watched Teresa's Vlogmas last year and I saw her baking and all the lovely baking that she did. So yes, I'm pretty sure I'll be in for an absolute delight there. Well, that is it for day 2. I will put in between a beginning and end little clips from my day every day, and I'm really enjoying already the comments. So today, tell me, are you a ripper or a careful unwrapper? And also, do you have any little family traditions like making your own Christmas cards or anything like that? I've got more that I'm going to share with you as time goes on. See you tomorrow for day 3.